Good evening, dear listeners. It's still on yet another edition of the Life Finding Me podcast, and this is the seventh episode of the Life Finding Me podcast. I remain your anchor, Anthony Abel, and I have with me today on the show a friend. I'll let her introduce herself.
My name is Cecilia.
Okay, it's good to have you, Cecilia, on the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, today we are going to be exploring the topic modes of attraction and how they affect our relationships as human beings. So, modes of attraction or types of attraction and how they affect us, how they affect our relationships. So, first of all, what is attraction? Attraction can be defined as the action or power of evoking interest or liking for something or for someone. It could also mean a quality of future that evokes interest, liking, or desire. So it's that force, that power, or an action that draws your attention, evokes interest or desire or passion for something or for someone. So attraction could also mean a sense of interest, desire, or closeness you feel towards a thing or another person. So I know many times people attribute this word attraction to only sexual or romantic context, but it goes way beyond that. So, but before we delve deeper into the topic of the day, we're going to go on a short break, and do stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
Adulthood na scam. The very famous Nigerian phrase that summarizes most Nigerian adult experience navigating through life. Hello and welcome to the Life Finding Me podcast, where we dive deep into the beautiful and ever-evolving journey called life. And on this space, we'll be sharing reflections, stories, and lessons drawn from different stages of life, from different backgrounds and experiences. We all see life from different lenses, shaped by where we've been, what we've faced, and how we've grown. From the quiet victories to the loud challenges, the unexpected turns, and the moments that really count, we'll be here to talk about it. Are you ready for honest conversations, thoughtful insights, and maybe a little inspiration? Remember, I am no expertise on this, but as a fellow sojourner, I'll be here to talk about my bits and pieces along with other persons who would share their stories with us. Let us take this journey together, one story, one heartbeat, one thought at a time. Hello, and welcome to the Life Finding Me podcast.
Welcome back to the show. It's the Life Finding Me podcast. So, Cecilia, tell me, what comes to your mind when you hear about attraction? Before now.
Okay. Basically, I think when you hear attraction, next thing is maybe the opposite sex.
Okay.
Yes. So when you just hear, okay, this person is attracted to me, so the next thing that comes to mind is, okay, this person likes me. So you want to talk more energy.
Okay. Well, just like I said, attraction actually goes way beyond it goes way beyond even human attraction. Attraction is broad, but now we are dealing on human attraction. So let's explore the science of attraction. The feeling of being attracted to someone actually involves a lot of things. It involves the physical senses, the sense of sight, the sense of smell, sense of feeling, or sense of touch, sense of even hearing. Yes. Yeah. So because someone can say, "Oh, I like this person because of how he looks or how she looks," or "I'm attracted to this person because of how he or she smells." I'm attracted to this person because of his or her voice,
True.
or I'm attracted to this person because of how I feel when I hold the person, things like that. So it involves the physical senses, one's hormones.
Okay.
One's hormones. And I know, well, let me not be sexist, but
Okay, let's hear you.
I think this affects this it goes in both sexes actually, but it's more on the females than on the males because women kind of have I think their hormones play a role in a lot of things. You're a woman, so
To that extent, yes.
okay.
But not always.
Why men? It's more of logic and all of that. So even the nerves and the immune system affects in kind of influences attraction or are involved in attraction. Like when someone is sick, let's say you are sick and you go to the hospital and then one nurse takes good care of you like this. And you'll be like, I think I like this nurse.
Yeah.
You don't actually like the nurse. What
Just the
happened is,
attention.
you got good attention and care from the person. So there are a lot of factors. These factors, the physical senses, hormones, the nerves, and the immune system play a huge role in attraction. So attraction has its different types, but the different types of attraction as well affected or influenced by a lot of factors, some of which include proximity. So you find that people who see each other every day or who see each other often tend to get more attracted to each other than people who do not see themselves often, like people that are geographically apart or geographically displaced. Say one person is in a different country, another person is in a different country. So the bond of that attraction or the force of the attraction wouldn't be as much as people who see themselves every day. Yes. And then we also have this familiarity. Yeah, familiarity where I know you, and I think when someone knows another person, the bonding, the attraction is more because you already know this person, you already know how this person acts, you already know how this person reasons and all of that, the person's behavior, the person's character, and all of it. So the attraction will be more than when you don't know someone. I'm not trying to dispute that attraction cannot exist when someone does not know someone. Yes, there could be, because in the elements of love, passion, desire, and commitment, you could be passionate about someone who you do not even really know like that. Yes. So, but these factors would now determine the kind of attraction one has with another one. So that is why the topic is modes of attraction and how it affects us. So, which other factor do you think can, influence attraction?
So we have similarity. I think basically when you feel like you guys have a lot of things in common,
Okay.
yes, there's a lot of attraction. So basically, not only just in female, male and female gender,
Yeah.
but maybe if I know someone that sews, basically we just align together. Yeah.
So, okay. And another thing could be, reciprocity. When let's say I'm moving on the street and I say hi to someone and the person says hi back to me, there might be, okay, I said hi and she said hi back. Okay, tomorrow you want to say hi and maybe start a conversation,
True.
and when the person reciprocates, you'll be like, okay, let me ask for her number or let me ask him where he stays, and gradually the attraction builds up and then it turns into something else, and it could now be the starting point of a relationship or of a friendship or anything. These factors actually play a huge role in building of relationship. And then there's this other factor, the near exposure effect, which is the tendency to develop preference for things or for people because of repeated exposure. Take for instance, a Yoruba man, for instance, now who was born in Lagos, lived all his life in Lagos. He has seen Lagos babes everywhere, and then he'll say, what would take me out of Lagos? I've been seeing Lagos babes everywhere. You know, that is what he knows. Near exposure effect. That is what he has been exposed to all through his life. So it will be very hard for him to, or let me not say it will be very hard. It will be easier for him to say, okay, this is what I know. Let me pick for it from it. Than him saying, okay, let me go to Mbise in Imo State to go and get married to an Mbise woman. You know, because he's been exposed to this. So for him, this is what is superior. Or let's take, for instance, a thief woman who has spent, let's say she's in Benue and she has spent all her years in Benue. And maybe even if she has traveled, maybe just traveled to Taraba, she came back to Benue, traveled to, the bordering states around, and she's not gone beyond that. And then she's been meeting with people who are just within that, confines of same tradition, same, So that's kind of like creates a limit to what the person or the kind of person the person can be attracted to, So that is also a factor. We're going to dive into the different types of attraction, the different types of different modes of attraction. What are those things that, attract us to people? And the first is a physical attraction, which is basically being attracted to someone because of the person's looks and the person's physical appearance. Some persons will be like, oh, this one is a fine boy, this one is a fine guy. That's why they say the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Because, what might be, how did they say this quote again? What might be good for this person, this other person might not. I've forgotten that statement. I'm trying to remember. I think I'll remember before the end of the show. So one man's food is another man's poison. Yeah, that is it. Okay. Different people have what is appealing to them. So physical attraction. There's also the social attraction, which is attraction to someone based on how one feels when one is in the company of the other. Yeah, let's say this person is humorous, or this person is a lively person, or this person is a happy person. That kind of attraction is called social attraction. Or also, it could also be dependent on the person's social status, the social class. Say, oh, this is a billionaire's son. I'm also a billionaire's daughter. So that's attraction. Yeah, it's a social attraction. Yeah. You also have task attraction. Yeah, which is being drawn to someone based on the person's competence, the person's expertise, the person's abilities, and maybe the person's dexterity at performing certain tasks. Yes. So like that's where you see tailors being attracted to tailors.
Tailors.
or you see co-workers. Yeah, this kind of attraction, it's one of the workplace attraction, Yeah, you see two co-workers who are attracted to each other because this one feels or knows that this person is an expert in this area, and that alone draws him or her to that person. Yeah, you want to know more about this person. So that's why you see, that might be one of the reasons why you see medical doctors marrying medical doctors, or you see them having relationships together because they kind of, okay, this one sees how this one attends to persons, attends to patients, and all of that. So it's kind of more prone in workplaces. Yeah. Then you also have emotional attraction, which is based on shared feelings, emotional compatibility, and shared level of emotional connection. So this one is prevalent in most relationships. Yes, normal boy to girl relationship, man to woman relationship. Yes, because there's that emotional connection. And then there's a romantic attraction. Yes, romantic attraction is not the same with emotional. It's not the same with emotional attraction. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, romantic attraction, it just encompasses a feeling of love, of intimacy, and a desire for a romantic relationship. So you could have an emotional connection with a friend, but you might not have a romantic connection with a friend. So romantic attraction is being attracted to someone for the sake of having a romantic relationship. Yes. And during the last episode, I talked about the elements of love that form a romantic love. Romantic love is characterized by high passion and high intimacy, but low commitment. so unlike consummate love, which has both high passion, high commitment, and high intimacy, so you see the difference between the two of them. And then there's also sexual attraction, yes, which basically entails attraction based on intense desire for sexual intimacy with another person. Yeah. And then there's the sensual attraction. They are not the same.
So there's sexual.
Yeah, there's sensual and sexual. And sensual is basically attraction based on physical. It's more or less like physical attraction, but it goes beyond just physical appearance to physical touch. So it involves a desire for a non-sexual physical closeness. It basically involves physical contact. So that's where you see people that are attracted to themselves because this one likes the way this person hugs him or the way this person holds her. So that attraction based on physical touch, because there must be physical touch involved. That's why it's called sensual. Yeah, or how the person smells. Yeah. So, but basically, it has to do more of physical touch. So that's sensual attraction. And then you have aesthetic attraction, which involves feeling of admiration for a person's appearance, which could be driven by a person's body figure, the person's fashion taste, and physical features. Yes, let's say the person has brown eyes, or the person has
long hair.
Long hair. Yeah, that's it. But the person has very beautiful fingers, you know. So specific features like that, not the whole physical appearance as such, but particular parts of the body. Yes. So that is aesthetic attraction. And then the last but not the least, guess what that one is?
Let me guess. It's a lecture.
Yeah, it's actually intellectual attraction. So tell me, what do you think intellectual attraction is?
I think basically it just has to do with how the person thinks, how you handle situations, and then, yes, how you can be able to do things in a certain way.
Okay. Yeah, you are actually right on that because, you know, it just goes on reasoning. Yeah, reasoning, intellect. So it's, you know, being attracted to someone because of the person's intelligence. So that's why you see people in my school days when I was in secondary school. We usually call intelligent people breakers. You say, oh, this one is a breaker. So you see a breaker and a breaker being aligned together, you know. So this person will say, this one will be, you know. So that's why sometimes people will now back then they will now want to um they'll kind of say, this one, they always like rolling with themselves, even when they want to sit in class, they'll sit close to themselves, It's also a form of attraction, Yeah, intellectual attraction. And then you might have heard this word, sapiosexual. Sapiosexual, it's not actually close to intellectual attraction, but I think it is also driven by intellectual attraction. So sapiosexual is finding intelligence sexually attractive or arousing. So it's it would they work hand in hand. Intellectual attraction and sapiosexual, they work hand in hand. So tell me, of all these types of attraction that we've mentioned, which one do you think matters most in building strong or solid relationships?
I think basically, first intellectual.
Okay, why do you say intellectual?
Why I say intellectual? Because how a person thinks.
Yeah.
Yes, and then how a person reasons is just like the foundation of everything.
Okay.
Yes. So if someone doesn't reason well or doesn't think in the right manner, basically not maybe thinking together like, or just think well, and it's not reasonable. I just feel like if you just break down any friendship, relationship.
I forgot one type of attraction. Can you guess what it is?
I don't know. I cannot guess.
Okay. There's spiritual attraction.
Okay.
So, spiritual attraction, people who are attracted to each other basically because of similar beliefs, similar, similar faith. Yeah. So you see someone who's, let's say a Christian, a Catholic, being attracted to someone that is a Catholic, he or she will not say no. I cannot be doing things with the hair, all those. But it's actually a form of attraction, spiritual attraction or religious attraction, whichever way you want to put it. So, but it doesn't mean that it cannot go the other way. If someone that is a non-Christian cannot be attracted to a Christian, but it's just more or less like that mere exposure effect. Yeah, this is what you are used to seeing. This is what you are used to. So it will be more attractive than something you are not used to. Yeah. So, which other type of attraction?
I would say physical attraction.
Okay, why physical attraction?
Most times, I think most times ladies, you basically just get attracted when you see somebody's fine. In both genders, when you see a fine lady, you be like, this lady is so fine. You see a fine man, this man is fine. So basically, I feel that is another one for me.
Okay. Okay. Well, we are just exploring,
True.
We are not giving a perfect playbook, a perfect recipe, or a perfect template to how things work. We are just exploring. So don't this is a disclaimer.
Don't follow what we're saying.
No, follow, but
have your own.
Have your own templates of what works for you and all. So I think I agree with you on both the intellectual attraction and the physical attraction. Yes, there is also me. I think emotional attraction is also necessary because having someone who understands you at they say there's the intelligence quotient, there is also emotional quotient. Someone that has emotional intelligence, someone who can understand you, who can navigate your feelings with you, someone who can understand how you when you are reacting in a particular way, the person knows, okay, this is why you are acting this way. So, but if one person and another person are not emotionally connected. Yes, let me use that word. If there is no emotional connection between, then that's where you see, even if they understand themselves, they will not be so they won't be so intimate in their relationship. There won't be passion because that emotional connection is not there. But different things work for different people. Yes. So Cecilia, I was going to ask another question.
Okay.
Do you think that these different forms of attraction, do you think it affects relationship dynamics?
Yes.
Okay, in what way?
Okay. So I feel like, let me use for the intellectual level now. You could have a high level of wisdom, and then the other person doesn't have that. So there could be a clash, and if you both cannot be able to handle that situation, yes, it can certainly cause a clash, or there would not be any, how do I put it? There won't be an alignment.
Yeah, they won't be fulfilled in their relationship.
True. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. And then another question I'll ask now is what do you find attractive in a person? Yes, what do you find attractive in a person beyond the already mentioned modes of attraction? What do you think can be attractive or what do you find attractive in a person, whether as a friend or whether as just in a person generally?
Okay, I think first of all, how you speak.
Okay.
Yes, that's
so there's no hope for someone that's that.
No. It depends on how you speak. You could speak Hausa, any tribe, but how you're able to comport yourself while speaking.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's say someone that has speech impediment, what's the person's hope on this?
No, that is already there. But I don't know how to put it. Basically, let me cite an example. Maybe you're coming to speak to someone and you're asking for help, and then you're being rude.
Okay, now I understand your manner of approach.
The manner of approach, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. I think basically that's one of it. And then another one, how you dress.
Okay.
Yes. If we are in a work setting, you understand, okay, you're in a work setting. But just on a normal level, and then the dressing doesn't just make sense. Maybe you're on kaftan, then you carry slippers and you, okay, understandable. Then you wear sneakers and kaftan.
Well, that's for you.
That's for me.
Because there are different persons that kaftan and sneakers is very good fashion.
Yes, but
Okay. Well, for me, I think I'm attracted to people who actually are very meticulous.
Okay.
Yes, when you're meticulous in something, when you that's under like task attraction now. How you carry out your duties, the dexterity with which you perform your duties, you perform your acts. It's something I find attractive than someone who is haphazard. Yes. When I see, this person is organized, this person calms down to, do things and does it well. It's something that I find attractive in someone. Yes. And then another thing I find is I think emotional intelligence. Yes. I would say emotional intelligence and also intelligence on its own side. Emotional intelligence, being able to know when to speak, when not to speak, the tone of language to use, because sometimes someone might be angry and then the person is all shouting and all of that. Yes, it's kind of like pushes me away from the person. But when someone, even when you are angry or when you feel disturbed by what has happened or what is happening in our environment, and you still remain calm and still pass your message across and register your displeasure without shouting, without being violent. I think it shows a whole lot of command of emotional intelligence, and then it shows a whole lot of command of your emotions and all of that. So it's something I find attractive too. It goes both ways, even when someone is happy, I don't mean people that are happy shouldn't be, happy, yes, but then there's how happy somebody will be, and it will be like, what is happening? Let's see. Let's see. I know, yes, there are different things that work for different people. Okay, let's say you give someone a present and you just wanted to give it to this person on a private note, right? And maybe it's a public place and you didn't want to draw much attention. Yeah, and the person now starts maybe rolling on the floor, shouting, this gift is from this person. Look at the person that's giving me this gift. And all of that. And it makes you feel like you cringe. You want to let you just disappear because you didn't want all that whole attention and publicity. But then the person has now made it. So now, because of that, some things might happen. You might not want to move freely in that environment because of that, or because everybody already knows, this person did this and all of that. That's on the high level of being happy. It goes both ways. We are gradually coming to the end of today's episode of the Life Finding It podcast. And then, relationships can as well, like this whole modes of attraction, it affects relationship dynamics, especially where there are relationship expectations. When someone says, okay, this is the kind of person I want to be with. Let's say you have already a fixed template in your head. It must be this, it must be that. And then when in the end maybe you do not get exactly that, you now feel unfulfilled. So relationship or one's love for one's partner who bases his or her standard on a particular quality might not feel fulfilled, as they might not have strong attractions or connection. So it's good to be attracted to someone in different ways, but it's not so good to make that Lord kind of that this must be there, this must be there. Yes, but do what works for you. Yes, this is not me saying you must do this or do that. Do what works for you, and I think at the end everybody will be happy.
Yes, everybody will be.
Yes, just before we go, I wrote down some points on how to deal with different types of attraction, to build stronger relationships. And the first one is identify what type of attraction you are feeling. It's actually very important that people know that this is the type of attraction I'm feeling. And then you ask yourself, what is responsible for you feeling that way? We've already talked about what causes people to feel attraction. We said the physical senses, what is appealing to the senses, hormones, the nerves, and the immune system. So you now ask yourself, okay, is it because of my hormones, or am I just attracted to this person in the real sense of it? So you identify what type of attraction and what is actually driving the attraction. And then you develop self-awareness, know yourself. Because sometimes someone can, you're attracted to someone, but you don't even know why you're attracted to the person. Or you don't actually know what you're attracted to. You're attracted to this, you're attracted to that. And just complicated complicated forms of attraction that you don't even know what works for you. So develop self-awareness, try to know yourself. And then 3, establish clear goals. Yes, for you to have strong, lasting relationships, you have to establish clear goals. Know, okay, this is your goal for this, and then work with that, rather than working with whatever goes. Okay, this comes, and you have to create clear goals. Then know what you want. Then know your boundaries. Know the limits to what you can do, to what you can go, and all of that. Then be prepared for change. Learn to adapt. Yes, for people that will want, a figure 8, a woman with an hourglass shape, Yeah, and then you are not seeing a woman with hourglass shape. Or a woman, yeah, a woman that wants a man that has beard gang, or that has chest and muscles and all of those things, to know that, okay, even if I'm attracted to men like this, but all the men that are coming my way are not that kind of men, you learn to adapt, be prepared to change, yeah. And then the last but not the least is, don't follow a template or have a fixed mindset of a dream relationship partner. So don't have it in your head that, okay, it must be someone that is exactly like this. It must be fair. It must be this. It must be that. Or she must be this. She must be that. Sometimes things like this kind of put a blockage, and then we limit ourselves to what the options that we have. Yeah, we limit our options. We limit how open you can be to someone. So I think on this note, we'll be wrapping up. Yes, we're wrapping up on the show. So tell me, what are your final words to our listeners?
So basically, I'll just say, know what you want in both friendship, in both relationship, in work experience. Just know what you want and then actually go for it and be open to there are other possibilities. And when maybe what you want is actually not what is actually meant for you.
Good for you, yes.
So just be open that, okay, something comes up, you can be able to choose out of it.
Okay, well, for me, I'll say, I think what I wanted to say is just the same thing with what you want to say.
Okay.
Know yourself. Yes, know yourself. Know what works for you. Know what you want. But most importantly, be open to change. Be open to new options. Be open to learning. Be open to, exploring. Exploring in the good way. I don't mean exploring in the bad way, but be open to exploring. Be open to trying out new things. And I think with that, I'm sure that even if you do not have, you have wonderful relationships. So that's from us on this episode of the Life Finding Me podcast. Just stay tuned and we'll come your way same time next week. This is Life Finding Me, the podcast where faith meets vulnerability and purpose is uncovered one story at a time. This isn't just about spirituality. It's about navigating life and its different phases with faith, with honesty, and with hope. Hosted by engineer, artist, and storyteller Anthony Abel, Life Finding Me dives deeper into the questions and moments that shape us. From soul-stirring spoken word to raw reflections on trust, patience, love, and growth. This podcast is your weekly reminder that you are not alone on this journey. So whether you are healing, building, or just trying to make sense of it all, tune in, lean in, and let's find life together. Life Finding Me, available now on Radio Maria 90.1 FM Kaduna, on Spotify, Amazon Music, Anchor FM, Pocket Cast, Castbox, and everywhere you listen to your podcast. Do subscribe and let's find life together.